Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. In this one, we will be talking about Gotham Knights and a potential release date leak. Before we get into the video, if you enjoyed at any point, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Let's hop right into it and talk about this alleged leak. So this comes from thegamecollection.com, which is a UK-based retail game site in obviously the UK, like I said, and Gotham Knights is listed on the site to come out on July 31st. Now, one thing that's a little bit weird about this is that, one, an official release date hasn't been announced. So, of course, the game collection, like, how would they know when the game is coming out? Well, the answer to that is that retailers can sometimes learn in advance or get some sort of information in advance from the game coming out and accidentally leak it prematurely. Not particularly common these days in the industry, but that was certainly something that would happen back in the day. And, you know, additionally, of course, there is the potential that this is just a placeholder. But that begs the question, why would they pick July to be the placeholder? I mean, if they know the game is coming out in 2021 and they don't have a particular release date, then typically they'll pick December 31st of, that year. So they'll pick December 31st, 2021. But to pick July 31st signifies that perhaps this game somehow is targeting a summer release date of July, and they don't know when the game's going to come out exactly, which week in July or what have you. But, you know, there's some reason that they selected July as the placeholder release date, meaning that the game would potentially come out in that case in 5 months, because it's February now, obviously. So, you know, I don't know how much stake to put in this. If I'm being totally honest with you, we have seen in the past with placeholder release dates that, we get really excited and think that they're 100% real. Other times they've been pretty accurate and or directed us in the right direction of when the game actually is going to come out. I mean, like I said, July 31st is not going to be the actual release date of the game because it's a Saturday. Video games don't release on Saturdays. They typically release on either Tuesdays or Fridays. So, with all that being said, how much credence and how much do I really put into this? I would say, I think it's something to look at and be curious about, but it's not something that I invest too much into. But nonetheless, it would be amazing if the game comes out in the summer, given the fact that we had a announcement in August that would be just under a year from announcement to release, which would be great. I mean, anything much more than that would be sucky. It'd be quite a long wait if we get the announcement in August of 2020 and the game comes out in November, December. That's a pretty long wait, if I'm being totally honest with you. Not that I would be opposed to it, because they need to take as much time as they need to make the best product. And that's really the reality, is that we're all very excited for the game, and I have great confidence that it's going to be a fun and enjoyable game. So I don't want them to rush it in any sense. I know that also with The Last of Us 2 and other games, crunch is a serious problem at video game companies wherein, they're expected to work insane hours to get the game out the door. I don't think that that is healthy or good for the developers. Obviously, on a certain surface level for the fans, it is good, so to speak, insofar as the game is released earlier. But on an overall level, I don't think that, the mental health and burnout of professionals in the video game industry should be compensated so that fans can get a game a couple months earlier. I mean, in reality, there are other ways to address that concern and pinpoint rather than just forcing the devs to really grind it to the death. So, when it comes to July 31st, if the game comes out in, say, August, or September or October even, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. All we know is that we're still getting the game this year. The game has not been delayed like, Hogwarts Legacy or other WB games. So, Gotham Knights is going to have free reign over 2021 in the WB slate, more or less. And that's very exciting. So, if I'm being totally honest, I would have expected that the game would come out in October or November. If it comes out in the summer, I would be pleasantly surprised. I would be, if I'm being totally honest. But that's a surprise I'm welcome to receive. So one thing we also know about WB, and I'll end on this note, is just that they're typically going to announce the release date only a couple months before the game comes out. So whenever we do get a release date, I mean, we have a release year. But when we get a release date, you can typically expect 4 to 6 months to the game comes out. So, if it is true that the game comes out in July, then we're going to get an announcement pretty soon, like in the next month, that the game's coming out in July. If we don't, then I would just more or less take this is going to be a late 2021 game. Wait till the end of the year and we'll play it then. So Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on this video in the comment section below. Do you put any stake into this? Do you think we'll be getting the chance to play Gotham Knights this summer? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I will say that'd be a great way to help us get through quarantine and COVID, the seemingly never-ending, drama wherein we're just constantly, unfortunately, dealing with this. And I remember going back into February and March and having text exchanges of like, yeah, in a few months we're going to be like done with this. So, I'm going to make the most out of it and, try to work on videos and all these, I really thought it was going to be a few months. I think we all did. And now we're approaching a year of doing quarantine and social distancing and masking and all of these things. And it's not going to be over by summer, pretty much wherever you live, unless you live in Australia or something, which seems to have conquered the virus more or less. But in pretty much any other area, it looks like we're going to be locked down for quite a while more. So getting the game in the summer would be that'd be a huge lift for everybody. But we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Don't forget to like the video. Follow me on Twitter as well. Thanks. Bye.